Hello there, and welcome to your Elite Weather Forecast. My name is Dooley Godot, and we're going to be talking about the forecast coming up for your Monday and maybe the first few days of the upcoming work week, as we're going to take another look at the severe weather that's going to be going out there. I feel like all I've been doing is talking about severe weather over the last few weeks or so, because that's been the main player in our weather forecast. And once again, we're going to see that really bad threat of severe weather across the Central Plains from Oklahoma and Missouri and Kansas. Once again, Wichita, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, you guys are going to be in the bullseye for that severe weather coming up for your Monday and Tuesday. But first, let's talk about our city of the day. Roswell, New Mexico gets the spotlight today. As you can see, those temperatures in the mid 80s. As you can see, it's a beautiful, glorious, sunny day out there, but there is a red flag warning in place, so it's not perfect because it's very dry and it's a little bit breezy as well, especially below the canyons and passes in the mountains out there. So you do have that fire danger in place. But right now, let's take a look at the live radar and see what's going on out there for your Sunday evening. Are you going to be seeing wet weather or severe weather? We're going to take a look at that right now. Okay, welcome to our live radar right now, and we're going to be taking a look at what's going on across the nation for your Sunday evening. We do see a little bit of wet weather here into Canada as well as the Northeast there, down through Pennsylvania and upstate New York. Going to be seeing a few rain showers down into the mid-Atlantic states as well as through the Piedmont of North Carolina. There's also a little bit of a marginal severe risk for your area right here. You can see maybe a severe thunderstorm with some large hail and damaging wind. I don't expect any tornadoes in that area as well, especially alongside of the Appalachian mountain range through here. But we will see some showers down here into the deep south as well as into Florida. It's seeing a few rain showers and maybe a thunderstorm for those areas as well. As you can see, our frontal boundary extends all the way into eastern Canada here, going past Sault Ste. Marie in Michigan, as well as Toronto and Montreal, maybe Quebec, might see some of those rain showers as the low pressure center from our storm that has caused all that severe weather across parts of Kansas and Missouri and Oklahoma and Nebraska, as well as in Illinois and Indiana. You guys saw severe weather. You didn't see any tornadoes too much out here in Illinois and Indiana, but you certainly saw it in Kansas as we had that damaging tornado which destroyed the city of Andover on Friday night in Kansas, just east of Wichita. But that low pressure center is now moving up into Canada and is starting to weaken, so that has lost a lot of its dynamic to contribute to that severe weather. But it does have a trailing cold front that extends all the way into the deep south here across the northern section of the Gulf of Mexico and does curl back here into the state of Texas, where there's a secondary low pressure center that's going to be coming down out of the southern Rockies. That's going to be the catalyst for the next round of severe weather that we are going to be seeing in this area here tonight. You can see some severe thunderstorms, as we do have a slight risk for severe as well as an enhanced risk here for central Kansas. So San Antonio down into San Angelo here into the southwestern edge of Texas. Excuse me, was I saying Kansas? I meant to say Texas. Here is going to be seeing that severe weather. I don't mean to offend the folks in Texas. I love Texas. Shout out to Texas. But you will be dealing with that severe weather. Now, mind you, this severe weather is a little bit different than you will see in other parts of the nation, as this is a lot of dry air at the surface. So you're going to be seeing a lot of low precipitation, supercell thunderstorms here. So the lightning is going to be quite vivid, beautiful, but it's going to be causing the potential for some grass fires here, as you have very low humidities at the surface and a lot of wind at the surface as well. So dry lightning is going to be an issue here, but it's going to be some very visual low precipitation supercells in the area. It's going to be a storm chaser's dream, especially if you're a guy like me who care a lot about storm structure and like to see what the atmosphere is doing. And you really can't see that in a high precipitation cell because there's a lot of rainfall, so you can't really see what the clouds are doing. But with those those low precipitation supercells. It's a wonderful thing to see if you're out there storm chasing. So, but that's just me. But we will see those showers here across the Intermountain West and the Northern Rockies, maybe the Pacific Northwest. Might see a few showers here in Portland, a few spotty showers in Seattle as well, but not a whole lot to write home about there. But we will see those windy conditions across the desert Southwest here. Santa Ana winds blowing through the canyons and passes in Southern California there. We're going to see those 80s continue across the desert Southwest. Few showers here along the northern plains as well, Wisconsin and Minnesota, and the Dakotas and Iowa. Going to be seeing those spotty showers for your Sunday afternoon. It's been pretty wet out there over the last, since about Thursday. We've been seeing a lot of rain here in the northern plains. Been very spotty in nature, some on and off again rain showers. Haven't seen any severe weather thunderstorms up here, but so thank God for that. Just a cool rain for the northern plains. But because we can't just seem to grab a hold of spring and hold on to it. Spring has been in and out for us. It's been kind of a miserable run up here for us. So, but right now we're going to take a look at that forecast and talk a little bit more about that severe weather coming up across the plains for your Monday and Tuesday. Okay, here we are going to be talking about that severe weather threat coming up on Monday and Tuesday. We are going to take a look at the GFS right now. And the GFS is going to be taking us from Monday through about the 5th here. So we're going to be running here. This is our next system that we're going to be seeing across the central and southern plains here. It's going to be spreading that severe weather, and that system is going to make its way into the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley as we get to about the 4th or so. So when we get to Wednesday and Thursday, that system will move from here to the Ohio Valley into the southern Canada and off into the north shore off of Greenland there. And here's our next system that's going to come through about on the 5th, and that's going to be the next catalyst for severe weather across the central plains. You see, these systems are just going to keep hitting the same area. We have what we call these in the weather circle as Colorado lows. So we're going to be seeing these perpetual Colorado lows come out of Colorado and New Mexico and move into the southern plains here of Nebraska and Kansas and maybe Oklahoma, North Texas. They're going to be moving into Missouri and Arkansas and eventually into Indiana and Illinois, and they're going to spread severe weather into the Ohio Valley as well. And they'll start the weekend as they make their way into the northeast and southern Canada there, because they tend to lose that cold air and that dry line that a lot of these systems really utilize as they come into the plain state. So you don't get that dry line. Usually the cold front ends up overrunning the dry line. So these systems start to wash out and weaken as they move to the northeast. So now let's take a look at our severe weather threat coming up for your Monday. This is what we're going to be seeing out there for Monday. Here is where our enhanced risk for severe thunderstorms are going to be, as that low pressure area with its associated dry line. We're going to have a dry line, cold front, then you're going to have a warm front here. That's why you see this bulb sticking out this way, because this is where our warm front going to be, our area of low pressure right back in here. We're going to have a nice triple point, maybe some occlusion right in this region here, a nice occluded layer. So it's going to set the stage for that severe weather to take place. Once again, almost identical setup as to what caused the tornado in Andover for Friday. Almost the exact same setup. The only difference I see here is that the center of low pressure isn't vertically stacked where the other one was, and it's not as deep. So it's a little bit more shallow than the last week's storm. So I don't think it's going to be as severe as what we saw, because Friday we saw in this area here where they had that moderate risk of severe weather. So this system won't be as strong as that last system was. But it's essentially the exact same setup and moving over the exact same area. Maybe a little bit further south because I think the other Friday system kind of encompassed a little bit more into Nebraska there, but it's the exact same ingredients in play with this severe weather threat for Monday. Here's what we're going to see on Tuesday. See, once again, as it moves into the northern plains or the Midwest here, it's going to be moving into the Tennessee Valley, the Ohio Valley. So as it moves into Kentucky, we got Tennessee here. We're seeing Indiana as well, parts of southern Illinois. We got Missouri, we got Arkansas. But as it moves to the northeast, they start to weaken as some of the dynamics begin to fall apart as it loses. See, that dry line is very important to some of this severe weather, especially through the central plains here. But as it moves into the Midwest here in the Ohio Valley, so as it moves here, you see they start to weaken a little bit less in the way of severe weather. We're going to get that slight risk here through Louisville. We're talking about Indianapolis may be in that slight risk. And this is what we're going to be seeing for Tuesday because the storm is starting to lose a little bit of its dynamics that give us that really extreme severe weather. So severe weather is going to be possible, but it won't be as extreme as it could be in this area here for Monday. So now we're going to take a look at some of those areas. We're going to focus. We got Oklahoma City for Monday. So Monday, you are looking at that enhanced risk for severe weather for Oklahoma City. Monday and Monday night, we have our tornado potential. It's going to be medium because we got a lot of shear out there. So we do have the area of low pressure that's nearby, and our triple point is going to be kind of centered in this area here. So you're going to see those dynamics, and that twisting in the atmosphere is going to encourage some of those rotating missiles and those supercell thunderstorms here across Oklahoma City for Monday. So the tornado threat is going to be kind of in the middle there. And then we're going to be dealing with that baseball-sized hail, gorilla hail. You know how big a baseball is? Oh, my God. You don't want to get whacked in the head with one of these hailstones. Oh, my good Lord. Super hail coming down for that. So that's going to be our hail issue. So we got our maximum hail is going to be up to softball, but we're going to be dealing with baseballs in this storm and that potential for wind, that 60 to 80 miles per hour. Something tells me there could be a derecho in this environment here. So maybe a derecho might be possible, at least a very strong linear thunderstorm, maybe an MCS could develop here, especially in the evening and overnight hours. We could be dealing with some linear thunderstorms with those damaging winds and some of that large hail and heavy rainfall and flash flooding. So that is what we're going to see for Oklahoma City and here in central Oklahoma on your Monday, okay? Now here's what we're going to be seeing for Wednesday. You're going to get a little bit of a break Tuesday, but it will be back for you on Wednesday. Oklahoma City, again, is going to be in that enhanced risk of severe weather. And again, severe thunderstorms. Let's take a look at this. We got those severe thunderstorms will be possible by early afternoon with Wednesday and will continue into the evening hours. We're talking about between 3 p.m. and 11 p.m. We're going to be dealing with that heavy rain. So these are going to be more wet thunderstorms. So heavy rain is going to be the biggest threat. Heavy rain, damaging winds, some hail, and then we're going to be dealing with more wet thunderstorms than we're going to be seeing for your Monday storm. So also we're going to be talking about Kansas. This is Kansas for Monday. Wichita, once again, in that enhanced threat for that severe weather. So again, you're going to be dealing with that highest threat down to the south and central and southeastern Kansas. And we're going to be dealing with large hail the size of eggs or larger, damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour, and a few tornadoes are going to be possible for your area as you're going to be dealing with the severe weather once again for your Monday. Here's a look at the overall forecast for the nation. And we're going to see our big severe threat coming up here for your Monday right in this region here. This is where our severe threat going to be. Also another potential for some severe across the mid-Atlantic states here into Virginia and North Carolina. Maybe parts of West Virginia going to be seeing some of that potential for severe weather. But I don't think tornadoes is going to be your issue here. Just large hail and damaging winds is going to be the main threats here. But we're going to see general thunderstorms throughout the southeast into the Ohio Valley, the Northeast there, New York and Pennsylvania. We're going to be seeing some of that wet weather. And the wet weather is going to continue across the northern plains once again in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Going to be continue rain, but you're not going to deal with thunderstorms, so thank God with that. But it's going to rain one more time. What is this, the 5th day in a row of rain across the northern plains? We're going to see that red flag warning here across the southwest again. Arizona and New Mexico, dry conditions, high winds, makes for really bad fire. So that's what you're going to be dealing with down there. Maybe some snow here across the central and northern Rockies. Maybe a few snow showers, rain showers mixed together. Nothing really accumulating there, but it's going to be pretty coming down. And maybe some thunderstorms here across parts of Idaho. Might see maybe a severe thunderstorm in that area. And then some rain showers and snow coming in along the Pacific Northwest. We got the Cascades here. A few rain showers along Portland and Seattle there. We might see a few rain showers. Here's what we're going to be looking at for you Tuesday. That severe weather will continue across the central plains here. Moving into Missouri, we got Nebraska, Kansas again. We're going to be looking at Oklahoma. So Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Coffeyville, Kansas, as well as Wichita. You folks are going to be dealing with that severe weather for your Tuesday. And you're going to be dealing with those thunderstorms through the state of Texas, all the way up into the upper Midwest, through Iowa, Nebraska there. We're going to continue to see rainfall here through Minnesota and Wisconsin. But I think we're going to start to dry out in the Twin Cities, and that rain going to be confined to southern Minnesota. We'll see that snow through the Dakotas and Nebraska as well. Actually, here in Nebraska for Tuesday, we actually see a little bit of snow in this region right here, just west of Lincoln, Nebraska. You might pick up a couple inches for your May there. Isn't that something? Some more snow here across up the northern Rockies into the Pacific Northwest. You might see a little bit of snow in the Cascades. Mind you, this snow is at the highest elevation. We're talking 9,000 feet and above. You might see that snow. It's going to be rain south of that, below that 9,000 foot level. So we're going to call it a rain-snow mix, but it's just snow on the tops of the mountains, rain down in the lower levels and into the valleys. What you're going to be seeing across the Pacific Northwest. A few rain showers continue as we have an area of low pressure here across the northeast there in New York and Pennsylvania. So you guys are going to see some rain showers, but no thunderstorms expected for your area. Here's what we're going to be seeing for your Wednesday. The severe threat now moves into the Midwest here. We're talking about Kentucky along the western side of the Appalachians here. You may deal with some severe weather in this region. I don't expect there to really be a tornado threat, but we will see large hail and some damaging winds. Some thunderstorms here through the southern Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley, the Illinois Valley, down into the mid-Mississippi regions, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. You might be dealing with some non-severe thunderstorms. South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey. We're talking about Maryland. I forgot the state of Maryland here. Washington, D.C. could also be looking at some non-severe thunderstorms. Now, anytime you're dealing with a thunderstorm, a severe storm can always sneak up on you. And even a tornado can always sneak up on you. But we're not expecting it in this situation. But it can always sneak up on you. So always be prepared. All right, so that was a look at the weather forecast coming up for the next few days. We're talking about that severe weather. That's all I have for now. Please like the channel, leave your comments, and subscribe. All right? I'll be back tomorrow with your forecast once again, and we're going to take a look at where we are and how things are evolving, as well as any changes in the forecast. My name is Dooley Goodell. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.